to that milestone of our 10th win. When you consider the fact that we won all of 10 games last season, and we did it in January. We didn't win our 10th game until March of last year. I thought it was really good that we got the ball inside to Gavin, and not just to Gavin, but also in the Colin and the Rockquiz, and that was the emphasis of this game, is getting that high-low post feed into those guys, because I thought they were susceptible to post feed and getting the ball into the paint. So I know we had some droughts there where we let them back into it. We got out to that 19-point lead, and it's just hard for young men to keep pressing and doing the things they're supposed to do when they get a 19-point lead, and that's I think that's typical of all college basketball teams, especially young teams. So good win for us as we go into conference play.
Coach, if I told you before the game that Gavin and Roquez and Colin would not have a single foul between all three of them.
Well, you know, I didn't really realize that fact. So, no, that's good, because that's going to be important for us from this point on. I think we'll be probably playing against bigger, physical, more guys from this point on, too. But it's important those guys get out there and guard without fouling.
Rick, Gabby came in here and said that he was concerned and worried about his conditioning, and that was limiting his amount of post touches. Is it something where, as a coach, you appreciate the fact that somebody's able to critique their own game like that and make an impression and make a difference?
Well, I think you might have heard that from somebody else. I don't think
that didn't come from him.
I don't know if that was
internally?
an original thought on his part.
Okay.
So, you know, Gavin's got to play a lot of minutes for us, and he's got to play a lot of minutes at a high level. And I think what happens with big guys, when they get fatigued, they tend to be late, and when you're late, you foul. And so that's one thing we got to make sure we continue to press upon him. But he did a great job tonight. He did exactly what we wanted him to do in the paint. So conditioning is always going to be a concern for him, because we want him to log major minutes, and we want him to log major quality minutes.
I know he kind of got in early foul trouble when he got in there, but you were able to get Jacoby in the game early tonight, obviously with Applewhite gone. I'm sure that's probably an emphasis. But talk about, you know, the role he'll have to play now.
Yeah, I wanted to get Jacoby out there and give him some flavor for the competition, because I really don't quite know what I'm going to do with the rotations now, whether it's going to be Jacoby, whether it's going to be Tyson, whether it's going to be a combination of Jacoby, Tyson. I'm even going to give Tevin a look, because he's been really good for us in practice. But it's so different between competing in practice and competing in games, and especially now we start SEC play. So we got a good feel of what Tyson can do. And so Tyson's always going to be a part of the rotation. Now I'm trying to figure out what Jacoby can do and what Tevin can do. And Jacoby's biggest deficiency for us right now is just defensively. He's got to become a better defender, because he's got something that we need. He's got the ability to knock down perimeter shots.